In recent years, the United States have been dissatisfied with our current leader. Additionally, in unprecedented times like these, this is not what America should look like, and I am willing to change that. With your help, we can thrust America out of one of its worst economic crises in history. We will build a pathway for economic success, safer communities, healthier individuals, and a more innovative nation. The next few years will be a critical time for America's rebuild to take place, and I believe we are fully capable of turning us around. My name is Cameron Milam, and I'm running for president in the upcoming election. We are 3 months deep into the coronavirus pandemic. Businesses have shut down, leaving individuals with no income, and somehow still have to pay their bills. Though many individuals have received their stimulus checks or some type of compensation for going unpaid, college students and graduates have gotten no relief during this crisis. They are still required to pay their student loans and are struggling to pay them on time. I'm presenting the effort to give 20% of student debt for students who are currently enrolled in college and college graduates. I plan to do this by showing a credit of 20% of the loan balance on the June 1st invoice mailed out. This credit will be a direct reduction to their principal loan balance. Based on the new balance, an updated lower month payment will be shown as well. I will draw money from the defense budget and, if needed, wartime funds in order to forgive these loans. Prescription drug prices are unreasonably high in the United States. Millions of Americans depend on life-saving drugs such as insulin and EpiPens, but only a small percentage of these people can afford what they need. In fact, people have gone to the extent to ration their insulin supply because it is outrageously expensive. People are being stripped of living a normal life because they are getting robbed by pharmaceutical companies that overcharge on prescription drugs. Prescription drug prices should be lowered, especially those that are life-saving. I want to stop the greed and monopolistic prices that pharmaceutical companies gain so much profit from. I will do this by requiring the FDA to determine innovation in all prescription drugs, then bring it to Congress to create a bill establishing a price ceiling for prescription drugs, depending on their innovation. If there hasn't been innovation, the list price for those drugs will greatly decrease and become affordable. The drugs that have been innovated, such as treatments for rare diseases and cancer, will not drop as much in price, though the bill will still allow a balance of affordability for the patient and profitability for the company. Though we are guaranteed to be prepared when there is a threat to our nation, our military is unfathomably immense. It is capable of power greater than any other country in the world several times over. It is often spent on unnecessary expensive projects that sometimes end up not going anywhere when it could be used elsewhere. I believe that the defense budget should be decreased or capped off at a certain amount unless more funding is absolutely necessary. A small fraction of the military's massive budget can be used to benefit and fix so many smaller federal programs and individuals across the United States, such as benefiting the energy sector, healthcare services, and individuals that aren't recognized enough but struggle in their daily lives because of past experiences. Purchasing a firearm without a background check is a way for criminals and mentally ill people to obtain possession of a firearm and harm someone or several people. There are too many loopholes for purchasing a firearm without some type of verification to prove it is reasonable for a certain person to own a gun. Additionally, the most upsetting cases are domestic violence cases. These violent crimes can easily be stopped by way of a simple and effective background check process. There should be a mandatory universal background check for every firearms seller in the United States. I plan to do this by requiring every seller at a physical location to run a buyer's ID to search for past crimes committed and other alarming details about a potential buyer. Firearms sold on websites and by individuals online will be required to have this universal background check before they can sell anything else. This will result in less violent crimes, deaths, and practically eliminate loopholes to buy firearms without confirmation that they are eligible to purchase one. As President of the United States, I will turn America around and rebuild what we once were and more. With your help, by joining me in the common party, we can rebuild America's strong foundation and create a better, brighter future for all of us. As one common group, we can do this.